All right. Hi, ladies. Welcome. So I'm Tani from CurvyGirlWeightLoss.com. And today I'm going to talk to you about one of the biggest issues that I see in women when they are falling off of the wagon. Okay. When they're feeling a little bit out of control, when they are kind of giving up. All right. So I did a mindset workshop this week in person. And so we were discussing this, and it really got me thinking how many women struggle with this specific issue. And the issue I'm talking about is all or nothing thinking. So this is one of the toxic thought patterns that we see. It's very, very common in women where you kind of are feeling like, okay, you're either on the dot or you're off the dot, right? Like I'm either doing really good, I'm doing everything perfectly and I'm nailing it, or I've completely fallen off the wagon and I may as well just give up until I can get myself motivated to start again, right? And so this is a really tough one because none of us is perfect. We are all going to fall into the trap of like an unplanned indulgence and maybe even a planned indulgence, right? Like one piece of birthday cake is not going to derail your progress. One night out where you go a little bit overboard isn't going to derail your progress. What is going to derail your progress? Giving up. Letting one small thing that comes up and gets in your way derail everything that you've worked toward or tried to change. All right. So this is a journey that you're on. If you are on a weight loss journey, it's going to take time. It should take time. It took you time to gain the weight. It's going to take time to lose the weight. Is it possible? Yes, it is. I see it every single day, but I also see it happening in a way that isn't going to be sustainable. That's not going to be something that you're going to be able to do for the rest of your life. So one of the ways that we need to change this and make it so you do find success for the rest of your life is to get rid of this all or nothing thinking, because it's always about progress. It's never about perfection. It's one small step at a time. So you might be thinking, okay, I definitely do this. What do I do? How do I stop? So the number one thing that I can tell you is don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for some arbitrary amount of time. Recognize what happened and get right back on the wagon, right? You kind of have that little internal shake with yourself and be like, what am I doing? It's time to get back on track because my health and my mental energy and my physical health and all the good things that I'm doing is worth it. So the other thing that you need to remember is that change happens from a positive place. It doesn't happen from a place of negativity or self-hatred. So one of the things that we work with women in doing is changing the way that you're thinking, the way that you're talking to yourself. And one way we do that is by saying, you need to start talking to yourself like you would your best friend. Okay. You need to start to lift yourself up and bring yourself back to a good place, as opposed to like yelling at yourself and telling yourself, negative, terrible things, how stupid you are, how you can't believe that you did it again, and blah, 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 right? All the things that negative woman, that negative thought person says to you in your head. And I know she's in there. She's in there for all of us. You're definitely not alone in that one. But if you were to, if your friend came to you and was like, oh my gosh, I'm so upset. I can't believe I did this. It's so terrible. You wouldn't sit there and yell at her. You wouldn't sit there and be like, yeah, you're so terrible. You may as well just give up. I can't even believe that you would do such a thing and blah, 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 right? You would say, hey, you've come so far. You've done such a great job. Look at all the things that you've learned. Look at all the things that you've done. You absolutely can do this, right? And so that is what you need to start doing for yourself, because you are worth it and it's okay. We're all going to fail sometimes. This is not an easy thing. So definitely. Now, if you need help with that, I did create a little journal prompt that we do use with some of our clients, and I will link that down below in the comments as well as in the show notes. You can go ahead and download that, and it just gives you some step-by-step things to think about in order to shift this perspective and start getting to a more kind and loving place. All right. Again, this is Trainer Tip Tuesday, guys. So make sure that you subscribe. So each week I try to send out some tips and some helpful things to get you kind of going on your journey. If you need more information, you're always welcome to check out our website, CurvyGirlWeightLoss.com. We have tons of different programs to choose from. We have self-paced programs. We have group coaching programs. We have one-on-one private coaching programs. So depending on what it might be that you're looking for or you need in your own weight loss behavior change journey, we can absolutely help you to figure out the right fit for you. And we always have our Facebook groups. Make sure you're checking those out. That's just a way to ask questions, to communicate, to get more support from women who are on this journey with you. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys today. Make sure you're grabbing your journal guide so you can really kind of dig into this. If I'm talking and you're like, oh my gosh, that's me, then you definitely want to grab that guide so that you can start to make some shifts forward. This is not an easy process. It's not something that's going to change quickly, but it is something that can change as long as you're kind of giving yourself that positive feedback, you're recognizing those negative thoughts, and you're looking to create change in your life. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next week.